Good morning, students. Welcome to your English class. Today, we will start a new chapter in the Kingdom of Fools. The Kingdom of Fools is written by A.K. Ramanujan. A.K. Ramanujan was born in Mysore, India. He was an Indian poet, a folklorist, a translator, a playwright, a philologist. Some of his notable works include The Interior Landscape, love poems from a classical Tamil anthology, folk tales from India, oral tales from 20 Indian languages. He was conferred with Padma Shri in 1976 and Sahitya Academy Award in 1999. He received MacArthur Prize Fellowship in 1976. The story in the Kingdom of Fools is a Kannada folktale taken from A.K. Ramanujan's folktale from India. This story is set in the Kingdom of Fools. It depicts the story of how a guru saves the life of his disciple through his wisdom. Through the story, Ramanujan shows how foolishness can be unpredictable and have dangerous consequences. So, students, let's see what happens in the Kingdom of Fools by A.K. Ramanujan. There was a kingdom where both the king and the minister were fools. Unlike other kings, they ordered everyone to work at night and sleep during the day. The people, fearful of punishment, obeyed the king. Now, one day a guru and his disciple came to the city and found it empty. However, once evening came, they were amazed. See the city come to life. They were further astonished to find that everything from rice to ghee to bananas were only for a doo-doo. Delighted, they bought the food they wanted. However, after eating the food, the guru decided to leave. He told the disciple that it was dangerous to live in a place run by fools. One could never know what they would do next. However, the disciple was tempted by the cheap food, so he refused and stayed. He grew fat on bananas, ghee, rice, and wheat. Now, a thief broke into a merchant's house one night. While escaping, the wall through which he had entered collapsed on him and he died. His brother promptly went to the king to demand justice. He believed it was the merchant's weak will that caused his brother's death. The king reassured the brother and summoned the merchant. The brother blamed he didn't build it right. The merchant pleaded for mercy. The merchant said he didn't build it right and he blamed the bricklayer. The bricklayer said, I could not keep my eyes on the wall I was building. And he blamed a dancing girl with jingling anklets. And the girl said, he made me walk up and down to his house a dozen times and put the blame on a goldsmith. Goldsmith says, I couldn't finish making her jewelry before I finished the rich merchant's order. And he put the blame on a rich merchant. Now, the rich merchant was the father of the merchant. So, the trial had come full circle. The king, reasoning that the sons would bear their father's sins, sentenced the merchant to death. A new stake was built for the merchant. But the minister thought the merchant was too thin for the stake. He conveyed his doubts to the king. So the king ordered his servants to find a man fat enough to feed for the new stake. The servants searched the city and found the disciple fat as a bull after months of indulging himself on rice, ghee, and wheat. The poor disciple now remembered his guru's words and his wisdom. While he waited for his execution, he prayed to the Guru to come save him. The Guru, blessed with the vision to see far away things, saw what was happening and came to rescue his disciple. He went to the king and asked to be put to death before his disciple. The disciple, understanding his guru's intentions, protested. They started arguing as to who would go first to be executed. The king was puzzled. He wanted to know the reason behind the Guru's unusual request. The Guru replied that he had never seen a kingdom like this and the stake was new. He wanted to die at the new stake so he could be reborn as king in the next life. His disciple would become the minister. At this, now the king did not want to give up his kingdom in the next life. So he hatched a plan with his minister. They told the executioner that they would send the criminals at night to be killed. Then they disguised themselves and went to the stake to be executed. The next day, the people panicked to see their king and minister dead. Thinking of the future of their kingdom, they approached the Guru to persuade him to become their king. So, the Guru became king. The first thing he did was to change all the old laws. Now, the kingdom was like any other place, where the day was day and not night. There was also nothing that could be bought for a dudu. So, children, what is the moral of the story? The story gives us two messages. The first message is that one should stay away from the foolish people, else one is bound to suffer. And the second message is that in order to tackle foolish people, one should employ wisdom and not logic. So, children, that's all for today. Thank you. Have a nice day.